thought it would be fun to start this presentation with a couple of questions. So by a show of hands, how many of you are parents? Great. Now, how many of you wake up and you decide, or really declare, today is going to be a bad day for our family? We're going to have disagreements. We're going to have tears. Nothing's going to go as planned. My child is not going to listen to a word I say. And I'm going to raise my voice at them in frustration. Hands? Probably none of us, right? Similarly, parents don't wake up and decide to harm their child. That is, most often, child maltreatment is not premeditated. However, we do know that there are certain factors, parental risk factors, that do increase families' risk for child maltreatment. These include demographic factors like age, number of children in the home, and education level, social factors like marital status, living situation, use of tobacco or other substances, and life stress. There's also health factors like engagement in prenatal care and history of mental health diagnoses, and childhood factors like experiencing abuse or neglect as a child themselves. And although we know that there are these measurable risk factors, Pennsylvania, unlike most states, does not systematically track parental risk, which really stifles our ability to develop interventions that stop maltreatment before it happens. Because of this lack of systematic tracking, we developed our project, Alliance. The goal of our project is to develop and evaluate an integrated solution for identifying families at risk for child maltreatment, provide tailored preventative counseling and clinical care, and connect them to community resources to strengthen protective factors, prevent future maltreatment, and improve mental health and resilience of the whole family. To do this, in phase 1, we proposed implementing ACES screening in pediatric clinics at well-child visits. The Phase 1 Resilience Challenge Award allowed us to begin our pre-implementation phase of our project where we engaged stakeholders. We completed activities to consider feasibility, and we planned for the implementation phase. Throughout this process, in response to the problems and potential solutions that were provided by our stakeholders, we did decide to pivot in a way that better fit our community and our clinic. The first big shift that we made was to transition from screening in pediatric visits to prenatal visits, which allows us to get families connected to resources before a child or additional children arrive in the home. This also resulted in us shifting our screening from the child-focused ACES screening to a traditional 10-item ACES screening designed for adults. The second big shift that we made was to move from a universal screening of all birthing persons at our 3 birthing hospitals to a more targeted screening. This is great because it fits better with our clinical capacity, which I'm sure you all know, and it allows us to capture factors from all categories. So in our predictive risk model, we're capturing risk factors that are demographic, social, and health in nature to first identify families or birthing persons who are at elevated risk for child maltreatment, and then capturing their childhood risk with the ACES screener. After risk is assessed, we are building clinical decision tools that will allow a trained social worker educator to provide personalized clinic and community resource referrals that really are tailored to the family's needs. Through this integrated solution, used to identify families at risk for child maltreatment and personalize preventative counseling and referrals, we hope to not only prevent future maltreatment, but also promote protective factors and improve the health and resilience of the whole family. Thank you.